Let's meet Joe. Coming into this game, Stanley, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Kobe is out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Gervin. Then it's Parrish, and it's Hayes in at the four-man position. Here's Iverson, and it's sent back by Bryant. Jones against Gervin. Pass to Kobe. Cunningham outside. Now Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham outside. All 3 off the mark.
There's some defense for someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is. You need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him. That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
Pass to Hayes. To Cunningham. Parrish with the screen on Lewis. Carries it from 3-point range.
And showing the range there, Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
Outside, Jones. And there's the drive. Lewis, left side. Iverson outside.
Away team foul. Kobe Bryant.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Allen Iverson taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Iverson.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Pass to Hayes. Outside, Kobe. To the left.
That is incredible.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lewis on top. Eddie Jones on the wing. Outside, Jones. Pass to Iverson. Parrish grabs the board.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
And they put it back. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Jones finds Jones. 4 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Chamberlain no longer.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Pass to Hayes. The kick out to Grant. From outside the arc. The rebound by Wilt Chamberlain.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lewis passes to Jones. Iverson outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Cunningham outside. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound. Got a paltry 0 of 6 in the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Jones. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Got 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here is Gervin. The shot will not fall. Good D by Jones. Iverson outside. Launches it. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Iverson's got 5 points so far.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean we have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send them double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here is Goodrich. After the 3-pointer from Allen Iverson. Goodrich kicks to Murray. From past the arc. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
That's good from Fox on the assist by Bane. It's a tie ball game.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Ingram wide open. Offline with his 3. Getting a little going here. Pretty good, folks. 22%. Elliott misses. Getting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. Murray, the pass to Ingram. Williams sets a screen for Ingram. Pass to Goodrich. Takes the 3. Rebound Canby.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. Here is Elliott. Pass to Canby. Now here's Bane. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Fox against Murray. On the wing, Goodrich. To end the cold streak. Murray, no good. Fox against Murray. 1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Connects from 3-point range.
And this is why Elliott is a valuable player for them. A lengthy small forward with a lethal perimeter shot.
Pass to Goodrich. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
I had a chance to look at the stats for De'Aaron Fox. Last season, he played outstanding. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 5 assists, and just over 2 steals. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Timeout. They brought the energy. I thought they played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Yeah, that was 2 very evenly matched teams. But in the end, it came down to who executed better down the stretch.
So it's the visitors now. It's a 5-point game. And there it is for him.
Yeah, 2 tough points from Murray. He's got some grit to his game.
31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Fox, the bounce pass. Elliott misses. Getting well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. On the wing, Murray. Guarded by Fox. Murray, the pass to Goodrich. Just 5 to shoot. Over Bain. And that's collected by Camby. Camby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Williams with the block. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
We've got De'Aaron Fox. Elliott is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Alex Anderson. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5, home of the bench. He's out there with LeBron Williams. And there's Bryant. Then there's Gerber. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. Power move by Kobe.
Such body control from Bryant. Able to take some hits there on the way up.
Pass to Iverson. To the middle. Chamberlain with a screen on Bryant. Inside. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And that's just too easy. The size, sprint, limb. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Now here's Hayes. Still scoreless. Kobe! Oh, Kobe with the flush.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Iverson dishes to Chamberlain. Irvin against Elliott, and a misplay. Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. The kick out to Bryant. From range, Kobe drills it.
When you talk about pure scores, Kobe is near the top of that list. This guy makes it look easy with all that talent.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Parrish, he's checked in for Hot Rod Williams. Iverson outside. Pass to Jones. Lewis with the 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. He's with it. And here is Bryant. 6 to shoot. This is what Kobe does and is. He hits the tough shots.
Inside the paint, Bryant is just as much trouble. He's practically a sure thing from in close.
Here's Iverson. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Here's Lewis. Good on the baseline jam. Lewis has got his first basket.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Outside, Kobe. Misses the 3. Lewis against Cunningham. Pass to Iverson. On the arc. Gets that under drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining. joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Baines checked in for Jones. Here is Gervin. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
And Cunningham's size at his position allows him to see over defenders and find his teammates.
There's a screen. Ryan against Iverson. Baines for three. Drills for three-pointer. Baines got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and down with the lead.
And a nice shot by Bryant.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Iverson against Kobe. Pass to Lewis. Here's Bain. Back to Lewis. Unloads from 13. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Marcus King is checked in for Rashard Lewis. Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They like to keep up that nice pace. Lets it go from 14. And it's intermission.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win. Kevin?
Yeah, it takes time, but nice to see his development. Now, here's Duren. No scoring in this one. Pass to Ingram. Over Bain. As Ingram missing. Gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached and scores along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size, and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor, and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Bain will do.
That's him.
Well, Bain had one goal that trip, come right back at them with the three of his own.
Ingram passes to Duren. Down low. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Both teams will make substitutions. Gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Murray against Fox. Outside, Bain. Over Ingram. Held it off the back of the rim. Doing well. They're at 45%. Pass to Goodrich. It's tipped. Murray against Fox. Now, here's Bain. On Sunday, then on Thursday.
And, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Now here's Ingram. Got a piece of it. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Fox. Duran pulls it in.
Gotta run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Ingram with it. Duran with the screen on Elliott. For 3, Ingram. The shot misses. So that'll be it for the first half. Very even battles early in this one. Leading by a point. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Rare to see a player like LeBron James get traded. Free agency, that's different. But we're talking about one of the top 2 players in the history of the...
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting higher percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
First half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in the first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
We've got Chamberlain. Jones is out there with Iverson. Then it's Lewis, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Iverson, no luck.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Cunningham on the wing. Iverson covering. Hayes down low, working on Jones. Harris, and they will get the basket after goaltender.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Jones against Cunningham. Here's Iverson. Some solid defense from Kobe.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Stolen by Lewis. On the wing, Jones. And here's Chamberlain. Iverson outside. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Bryant. To the inside. Chamberlain with the block.
And to put this off the floor, it'd be insane reach. One of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
Stolen by Parrish. Kobe passes to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Assist goes
That's
to
a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. Number 1, Kobe Bryant.
What a performance offensively. Something has really clicked with his game over this stretch.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Iverson. And the rejection by Parrish. Another shot. Indeed, Chamberlain trumps it in. Chamberlain got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring like those misses. Yeah, easy call.
Cade Cunningham.
First trip to the line for him here.
First team foul. At the line for your home team.
He's off on the first. DC coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Taking 2 shots.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham, has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Jones with the bounce pass. Pass to Iverson. All sorts of time. Bank shot. No good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection, to have to be set up for success.
But that's exactly what he needs to do.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Parrish at the line for 2.
Both free throws good from Parrish.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Kobe against Iverson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
1 make 6 attempts. I think it's fair to say he's had a rough start to this quarter.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the 3rd quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Outside Bryant, a 3. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Iverson outside. Back to Lewis. Chamberlain kicks to Jones. Lewis outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Kobe. Lets the 3 fly. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Back to Iverson. And the layup falls. Iverson's got 15 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ryan against Jones. Pass to Gervin. Over Jones. Shot by Gervin, no good. With a mediocre 41% in this one. Inside, Hayes with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Kobe's got it with a fast break chance. And stolen by Iverson. Jones against Cunningham. Iverson outside. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, he hit a couple of threes in the first half, but none since then.
And Bryant kicks to Cunningham. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist. He's got 7.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
Here's Iverson. It's deflected.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Nice shot by Gervin. Gervin's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So, it's more pay-for-play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Iverson against Bryant. Lewis with the 3. Kept alive. Chamberlain kicks to Lewis. That's tipped.
You know, some might say Henry's plays the game angry. And there was definitely is something angry about his defense there. What an emphatic rejection.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys on the line too often.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
There's a minute 40 left in the third. Here's Ingram. Duran sets the screen for Murray. Here's Ingram. Rebounded by Elliott.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Fox with it. Guarded by Moore. That bucket in no time at all. Fox has got 6.
If Fox gets cut off from inside, he has options. That mid-range is a big part of his repertoire.
Pass to Goodrich. Fires from deep. Duran with it. Here's Murray. Guarded by Bain. Shot clock at 5. Here's Goodrich. It's rebounded by Camby. Camby's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Taken away by Hayes. Fox against Murray. Goodrich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
What's interesting about Goodrich, he doesn't have great size or an explosive vertical, but he's just tricky enough to draw fouls.
Both free throws good from Goodrich.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And Fox gets it to go. He's got 8.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Elliott. And that one's good. Ingram.
Defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
Now Fox. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his team.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Williams, Murray out there with Goodrich. Then there's Jalen Duran. And it's Ingram in the small forward. Duran against Camby. Williams passes to Goodrich. Duran with the screen on Bain. And it's Goodrich missing.
You know what, they're winning though, despite the fact that he has just been really
Fox. Excellent D there from Williams.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Murray the pass to Ingram. Duran with the screen on Elliott to the middle. And Duran slams it in.
Moving well. Duran working in the two-man game.
Around 40% from the floor here. Fox against Murray. Here is Elliott. Kicks it out to Gordon. On deep. Gets it to go from behind the arc. Gordon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Duran with the screen on Elliott. Goes up on the high post, and dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
Well, Ingram working that versatility there as the ball handler in the pick and roll game.
Fox against Murray. Now, here's Fox. Guarded closely, and easy 2 points on the layup.
Well, he was scuffling with the shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Here's Ingram. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Here's Fox. Rebound by Williams. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Murray. Gordon against Williams. Over Gordon. Williams can't get it to go. Gone 2 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Fox. Williams with the block. Goodrich against Bain. Tries it from 9. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And really not the quickest release, but a nice fluid stroke. And of course, Goodrich is a tremendous competitor.
Fox looking it over. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Fox has got 11 points here in just the second half. Elliott against Ingram. Murray outside. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots off the step back. It's rebounded by Campbell. Gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. Bain finds Fox. Outside Gordon. Pass to Bain. Now Fox. Camby sets the screen for Fox. From outside, off the mark. Now here's Murray. Williams, a screen on Elliott. Ingram. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 9 points for Brandon Ingram.
And known for the jump shot, Ingram needs to keep firing away with confidence from that spot.
Here's Fox. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on the shot team run.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
A free throw off from Fox. And, you know, Stan, we've watched Desmond Bain evolve into a number 1. He's always been there. Now he really is the top of the heap.
Yeah, he sure is. Look, Kevin, you know, he came into the league as a three-point shooter, and he's a great one. But he's developed his game off the dribble. Very good mid-range shooter, and he's strong enough to finish around the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Gervin. Allen Iverson's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Pass to Lewis. Back to Iverson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And it's Bryant in the corner. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Paris.
And Paris is an active big man, someone that uses his size and length well on the offensive glass.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. They're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Second team foul.
A hard-nosed defensive player. You have to like the effort Jones brings on that end, often taking on the challenge of their best offensive player.
And so he hits both. Gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Hayes. Cunningham against Iverson. Goes straight to the defender for the double. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Sean Lewis picks one up.
Second team foul.
Bryant, you really got to foul.
At the line for the away
He's going to
team.
make it an and one.
Kobe Bryant at the line for one.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Kobe. Iverson with the ball. Mr. Lewis. Over Hayes. That one a drop off into the right front. Drops in first.
And the lefty stroke of Lewis is deep and looks so good coming out of his hand.
Cunningham with it. Iverson picks him up. Cunningham sets a screen for Gervin. Outside Bryant. Off target from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Iverson. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
He's a difference maker. Iverson with all the shots in his arsenal and ready to deliver.
Bryant in the post, defended by Jones. And Jones sends it back. Lewis pushes to Jones. Anderson. Kicks it out to Jones. Now with Iverson on the wing. Covered by Cunningham. Jones with it. Down Hayes. Jones, no luck.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, you just couldn't get it done.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one
Yeah,
up.
the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Iverson. He drives in. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Iverson constantly driving to the basket, using that speed and athleticism to get his way to the rim.
And that's an intentional
Personal
foul.
foul. Third team foul.
And now we decide to foul intentional.
Evan Jones. First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team. Kobe Bryant taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. his second attempt at the line. No good.
You got to take the first good shot they can find.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Iverson. Shot clock at 6. Here's the drive. It's full. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
It was a nice pass from Lewis, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
They foul intentional. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you have to do that. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Shooting for the away team. Kobe Bryant, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
Twelve seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lewis, left side. Jones, the pass to Iverson. No good. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Please might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, say does that.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have a battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Bam Adebayo. He's out there with Anthony. And it's Mourning in at the center position. Now here's Anthony. Fires from deep. Now with a rebound.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. You got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Anthony outside. There's a screen to the paint. Here's Mourning. Blocked! In transition. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
That one on Anthony.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw, no good. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Now here's Adebayo. Anthony, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Pass to Dort. Here's Lever. And here is Antetokounmpo. And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Antetokounmpo.
I love how focused Bam is on the defensive end, using all of his size to create high-pressure coverage.
Anthony, the pass to Arenas. Inside, here's Mourning, and he dumps it down.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Gone 1 for 3 so far. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. Right away, he acknowledged they're facing one of the best defensive players in the league in Bam Adebayo. He told me Bam can do it all. He can protect the rim, he can defend in isolation, he can rebound. So we have to keep our composure, be aware of his presence, and not let him dictate what we do. All right, let's send it back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Smart play that time by Allen in the paint, staying with his shot and able to draw the foul as he did so.
Tony Allen taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
The intensity Allen plays with defensively, incredible. He's somebody you can throw at any team's best perimeter scorer and feel like you've got him under control.
Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure. Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And it's worth looking at the league's top scorers for the past month. These guys have been on a tear. Third, Carmelo Anthony.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Adebayo finds Anthony. Down low. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Dort for three. Rebounded by Mourning.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now here's Adebayo. Tight defense on him. Pass to Arenas. 6 to shoot. And off there. He misses his first shot of the night.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Dort, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the wing, right side. Here's Rice. Drains the triple. Rice has got 6.
Love the no hesitation shot release of Glenn Rice. You see the confidence he has, and for good reason.
Pass to Allen. Anthony outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Lieber. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. That one goes in.
And that's unselfishness right there. Full display. Giannis wanting to get it to open teammates.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Now here's Adebayo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Mourning passes to Anthony. Here's Arenas. To win the drought. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Arenas is so relentless in attacking the basket. Always puts all kinds of pressure on the defense.
Gilbert Arenas. 2 shots.
That one misses. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Here's Johnson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Personal foul.
The moment that Joe Johnson steps on the court, he's got one thought.
First trip to the line for him here.
Joe Johnson. 2 shots.
And Johnson drops them both.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
To the middle. Here's Thomas. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Even though he's a smaller guard, Thomas is not afraid of attacking inside. Really good work there.
Pass to Marley. Fires for 3. Wicks grabs the board. Shooting 33% in the first quarter. Outside Levine. Here's Odom. Thomas outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Beautiful work on the floater that time by Thomas. So smart when he gets into the lane. This guy can score a lot of different ways. One of the best point guard finishers we've seen.
Now here's Johnson. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul. 4th
And
team
he'll
foul.
take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night.
At the line for 2. Joe Johnson.
That free throw no good. And he sinks the second. Gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter.
Timeout,
Chris
timeout.
Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Last season, this was a surprisingly difficult matchup for them.
lost every game against this team. Not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
Now here's Thomas. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Oden passes to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Odom. For 3. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine.
Boy, Levine's playmaking understated. He can do it when he wants to, though.
Rondo passes to Johnson. Now here's McGee. A minute and a half left in the first quarter of the game. Grant finds Johnson. Got a hand on it.
The length of Odom shows up at both ends of the floor. Outstanding defense there.
To the inside. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. McGee touched it last.
Away team ball.
A quick break, and we look at our 2K leaderboard for three-point shooting last season.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
Levine can't hit.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Over to the left wing. Outside, Rondo. That's tipped. Johnson. 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Levine passes to Wicks. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
The line for the away team. Sidney Wicks. 2 shots.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Shooting 33% in the first quarter. Pass to Johnson. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Grant. Outside Johnson. Drills it from deep. Johnson's got 6.
Trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 and 4 to start.
Now here's Levine. He's closely guarded. Off target at the rim. Johnson on the wing. He's got 6. Outside, Rondo. Here's McGee. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. They lead by 4. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance. And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against them.
We've got Zach Levine, and Adebayo is out there with Anthony. And it's Arenas in at the point guard position. Here's the break. A nice shot. Give him 8.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead. Holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
Now here's Levine. No made baskets yet. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Antetokounmpo with the block.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise. Giannis swatted that one away.
Here's Rice. Give him 8. On target from range. Rice has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and the fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Well, despite the NBA super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Grant.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Allen, he's checked in for Levine.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And Chris Finch has closed it up. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And as we continue to count the votes, we'll update you on any changes to the list. No matter who is in it, though, it's going to be fun.
Maybe this is the year we see a perfect score. Who knows? I'll be sure to be locked in on all of All-Star Weekend, especially the three-point contest.
Pass to Rice. Here's Lever. Antetokounmpo inside. Counted by Adebayo. Antetokounmpo against Adebayo. They get it back. Here's Lever. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's exactly how you attack length. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
And the three-pointer goes. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Good to see Anthony knocking down that three. When he does this, the offense becomes even more potent.
Yao passes to Lever. Dort with it. And there's the screen. Here's Rice. Allen defending. Rice's shot is off. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Pass to Arenas. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. Here's Arenas. It's blocked. Antetokounmpo against Adebayo. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And Allen gets it to go.
No fear from Allen, taking it right to the cup with the contact.
Gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan.
Yeah, Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Outside, Rondo. Pass to Marley. This one for 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's what Marley does. He makes deep shots. He's often looking for that three-point opportunity.
Here's Oden, covered by McGee. Here's Oden. He's scoreless. Great D that time from McGee.
And the shooter had very
very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Here's Odom. Off the mark there with a three. They've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter. Rondo with it. Pass to Marley from deep three-point land. Wicks grabs the board. Here's Arenas. Oh, McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, hit in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Now here's Dort. McGee is screen on Allen. 5 on the clock. Dort passes to Marley. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Down low. Here's Odom. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, I could watch Odom attack the rim like that all day long.
A minute 39 left in the first half of this one. Here's Arenas. Check by Rondo. 13 feet out. Arenas with the bucket.
Arenas' role is to score the ball. He's a very active shooter and keeps the defense on its heels with his attacking style.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do. Much easier said than done, but they're capable of making it happen. It just comes down, I think, to will and desire.
Now here's McGee. Pass to Marley. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of this game. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. Rondo's shot is off.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Wicks. Check by Rondo. Thomas up top. Pass to Wicks. Here's Odom. Here's Levine for 3. Misses again. Now 0 for 3.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Johnson with a bucket.
Too much strength right there from Johnson to bully inside.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Odom, covered by Johnson. Now Thomas. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Even against tough defense, Thomas never fades. He's fearless in going against contact.
For the away team, Isaiah Thomas.
Both free throws good for Thomas. 12 seconds left in the first half. Left side Johnson. 4 seconds left. Basket's good. Johnson's got 10 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Now the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Leading by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big-time home court advantage here.
Some of the loudest fans in this league. It's like having a 6th man on the floor. And now to some other news. We've got some trades to talk about.
Rare to see a player like LeBron James get traded. free agency, that's different. But we're talking about one of the top 2 players in the history of the game. That's incredible.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Shooting an average of 43% from the floor. We've got Luguentz-Dort, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. And the shot's good.
Man, this is way too easy for me. Using his massive size to do a lot of damage inside.
Anthony, the pass to Arenas. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. That shot is off. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo at 6'9". Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
2 on the clock. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. There's the jump on violation, so they'll turn it over.
Away team ball.
And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams.
They had the bodies and the energy needed to be a strong defensive team, and they made it hard for opponents to do damage.
Arenas passes to Mourning. Now here's Anthony. Pass to Mourning. Knocked loose. Here's Lever. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Adebayo against Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. Here's Yao. Anthony grabs the board. Anthony's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Arenas. Anthony outside. And it's blocked. That goes out. And they retain possession. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Arenas. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Anthony. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Pass to Rice. 3-pointer. Sinks it from distance. Rice has got 14.
How about this offensive barrage from Rice? Totally unstoppable right now.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Arenas. Here's Anthony. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys. Missing their first 4 attempts.
Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
Pass to Arenas. To win the run. Nails it from beyond the arc. Arenas has got his 2nd bucket of the game.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight points.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Yao passes to Antetokounmpo. Giannis going downhill. Adebayo with the rejection.
What a menacing swat by Bam. Letting them know there are no easy shots when he's around.
to Arenas. Dort with a steal. And here's the fast break. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game. And guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Allen. Clock at 6. Pass to Rice. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Arenas. Dort defending. Down low. Here's Mourning. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Excellent job working the pick and roll that time. Arenas, a very solid passer when he wants to be.
Here's Lever. Grant outside.
Switch.
Launches it from deep. And Arenas pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there? You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Arenas. 6 points for him. Here's the pick. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta. Arenas has got 9 points.
Hey, there's one thing we know about Gilbert Arenas now. There's not a shot that he won't take. He'll let it fly from anywhere.
Here's Lever. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
At the line for your home team, Fat Lever, taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Fat Lever is not the biggest guard, but he makes big impact on the game because he plays with such intensity at both ends of the floor.
So he gets them both. Gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And here's Thomas. Give him 8 points now. And there's a pick. Puts it up from the high post. Hauled in by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Marley. And they recover it. To the middle. Here's McGee. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. To the inside. Here's Thomas. Rebound by Lever. Shooting just about 33% since the second half started. Oh, there's the alley. And McGee with the stuff.
Great timing by McGee on the lift off, getting in the air to receive the pass at just the right time.
Pass to Wicks. 1:35 left in the third quarter. Gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside, Rondo. Here's Marley. He's covered by LaVine. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 13.
Well, Joe Johnson's solid from behind the arc. Love when he's shooting it from there.
LaVine passes to Thomas. LaVine with a screen on Johnson. Thomas drives in. Here's LaVine for 3. The three-pointer is good from LaVine.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Grant, the pass to McGee. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Oden. Oden's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Odom. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Odom was not going to allow that foul to keep him from scoring the ball. Well done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Got 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Rondo. It's to Marley. That three's off the mark. Shooting about 41%. Outside Levine. Right at the free throw line. It's not going to go for him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports. Right. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served it up. Tasty room service right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Bam Adebayo. Anthony is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Thomas in at point guard. Back to Rondo. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Oh, got a piece of it. Yeah, good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Anthony outside. LaVine with it. There's the three. Down with the rebound. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Bam Adebayo.
Yao is such a big guy, and his physicality that time rewarded.
At the line for your home team, Yao Ming. 2 shots.
First one falls.
And Ming, boy, I tell you, this guy is so big. He's a dominant force who also has a touch that belies his size. This guy is a real force at both ends.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's one of the league's best free throw shooting bigs. A performance like this certainly proves it.
Anthony, the pass to Mourning. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle.
Away team ball.
On Sunday, then on Thursday.
Your home team, number 12, Fat Lever.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Allen outside. Anthony outside. Pass to Adebayo. The three is up. Ooh, Almost had a 4-point play right there. But it went over the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
They pinned that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. No good on that one.
At the line
You
for
have
the
to
away
love the
team.
style Bam brings with the good flow. He's such a spirited player, and you can see his teammates enjoy it as well.
And he nails the third. Shooting around 41%. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Yao. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got his 5th rebound in this one. Arenas passes to Mourning. Now Allen. Dort defending. Pass to Arenas. 6 to shoot. From about 19, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Got just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Rice. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Anthony. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
His skills right on display there.
Shooting for the away
Taking that
team.
shot right into the defense and knocking it down in spite of contact.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Here's Yao. Pass to Rice. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got his 6th rebound on the night. 3-pointer Anthony. Doesn't go that time.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Anthony.
And really strong at the line since the break. No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys. And I think Lou Dort is a textbook example of a high-effort player. He is just relentless on both ends, constantly looking for ways to make a difference.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Allen outside. Pass to Anthony. From the left block. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 4 rebounds in the game.
You just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Here's Lever. To the right side. Here's Yao. Drops in the layup for 2. Yao's got 6 in the quarter.
Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Here's Arenas. Shot from the top of the key. And no good. Here's Rice. Allen defending. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's on a foul. We'll head to the line for 2.
Arenas, boy, I tell you, is one of the most confident and explosive scorers in the game. A shoot-first point guard who will let it fly at any time and do real damage with the ball in his hand.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
Timeout.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He told them no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allen.
They're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Allen outside. Anthony outside. From outside, off the mark.
A rough game for him scoring the ball. Just can't seem to get it going.
Down low. Yao, good. Yao's got 10 points in just the second half.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
He should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Here's Allen. Here's Arenas. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. And he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence. Excellent turnaround for him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Dort, a screen on Adebayo. Here's Antetokounmpo. A tad short, but he's good off the front iron.
It's the threat of his drive where he's lethal. The defense has to live with Giannis shooting the mid-range jump shot.
Here's Arenas. And it's in there.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
So many times, Giannis forces his man into a foul. As a defender, you can't give him anything easy. That leads to a lot of contact.
At the line for your home team.
And he makes the first.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Shooting only 36% so far in this game. Pass to Arenas. With the rebound. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's Lever. Just 5 to shoot. Yeah, the shot is off. Here's Arenas. To the paint. Adebayo. Somehow scores the layup in traffic.
Give Adebayo all the credit. The D was there, but he was just determined to score.
Here's Lever. He's guarded by Anthony. Pass to Yao. Here's Rice. Rebounded by Mourning. With the teardrop. Arenas' shot is off. Here's Rice. Allen defending. Deflected.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. Elite shot blocker. Does a good job timing his jump.
Anthony with a bucket.
Carmelo Anthony.
26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Nice shot by Lever.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
There's 10 seconds left for the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your home team, Fat Lever. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here at this point. Even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 9-point game here.
Good composure from the line there. Those shots sealed.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. That about wraps it.